There's a bi-fuel switch here, and I'll start it. It's on propane. We have green lights. The lower 4 lights is your fuel gauge. So as you see here, each one of these is a quarter. So we've got a full tank of propane. Push the button once, and it'll change back to red. That tells you you're on gasoline. And then we hit it again, and it'll change to orange, and then go straight to green, and we'll change over to propane. And we take propane injectors, and we're running vapor propane just below the gasoline injectors. It's all controlled by a second computer, and it's what they call a slave computer, and it's wired into the OEM computer over here through the means of a tuner that's flashing this computer. When you run on gasoline, everything stays the same. When you switch to propane, it sequentially changes from gasoline to propane. So you may have 4 injectors running on gasoline at one time until it completely switches over to propane. Once it's running on propane, and it's seamless.
Right now we're looking at 7 trucks from Public Works, 4 of which have already been converted. Will be 17 squad cars will be converted. Presently we've got about 5 finished now that'll get fueled up.
We've done conversions of this type for fleets in Texas, police fleets in Texas, police fleets in Georgia. So the fact that it's a proven technology, works well, and it's going to save the city some money.
We've been working with Thorn with propane installation. Things have been going well. We hope to also Public Works will be doing some work with him as far as installation on their vehicles. They're also familiar with it.
Well, typically propane around the country, it fluctuates a little bit just like gasoline, but I think the city's going to be paying somewhere around about $1.20 a gallon, $1.30 a gallon, and you're paying probably $3.20 for gasoline. So just do the numbers. I mean, the number of miles these cars put on, and where they're really going to benefit is when they're at an accident scene, they're sitting idling for long periods of time. You just, you're burning $1.20 gas propane versus $3.20 gasoline. So,
of course, we would like to see more of it. It's nice to see us, Springfield, on the leading edge, of something new, a different type of technology, trying to save some money and even get more benefits out of our vehicles.
Propane has a little less energy than gasoline, but even when you add that differential into the cost savings, it's still a surmountable savings. And propane does have a higher octane, so the drivability of the car, and we've given the police cars to some police officers to drive, and they actually think there's more power in these cars on propane than there was on gasoline.
We have 2 that have already been working with the installments, and since we started, they're becoming quite familiar with it. So that way we'll be able to work with it. Technology on it's great. It's a plug-in computer diagnostics for the system, which is really technically a little bit advanced. So we're looking forward to working with that. The overall installation's been good. Very clean installation. So
there's a 23-gallon tank. Tuck the car underneath. It sits in there in the parcel shelf. That used to be where the spare tire is. All the valves are enclosed in this cap, and it's sealed for protection. If there was ever a leak, it would vent out through the floor. There may be some questions about will it start when it's cold out. If the temperature is below 40 degrees with this system, the car will start on gasoline anyway. Once the regulator I mentioned gets up to temperature, then it'll allow it to run on propane.